Good luck high five times two. Yeah. See if we can get this one right. And let's see if my spectating skills improved beyond pressing a couple numbers and WASD. Shouldn't it be anything new? I bet they're gonna ban Blackbeard. It's just a guess. Man, I'm good. This next one, if I remember correctly, this should be Mira. And the last defender to be banned, I am honestly drawing a blank. Ah, yes, Pulse. That deviant. No deviation. Oh, actually a deviation. The warden was not there last time before this game crashed. It was a bandit. Let's see what they're going to try and do here. Because they do not have a prevent. Ah ha ha ha. Little last minute there. They did not have a prevent on that window. Prevent on the reinforced wall. Not the window. Come on, Logan.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Oh yes, deployable shield right there on that terrace looking into garage provides a nice 180 degrees of protection while also providing you eyes in case they push those stairs.
The location of a bomb.
Classic rotation hole over that stairs going into cache. Finishing the reinforcements of that outside wall.
Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb. Attackers drop the diffuser. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Or they take out on the default cam.
Deploying shock drone.
Defenders are just getting into place while still finishing setting up some of their last bit of utility pieces. An evil eye put all the way on the high wall into garage. That's the new meta of a default cam in garage if I've ever seen one.
Drone's up and running.
Getting eyes in there. Now they know someone is actually guarding that way. Sophia still doing extra recon, gym side. A lot of extra recon work here being done by the attackers. And it looks like we got every defender anchoring on site. Oh, but he doesn't get the kill with all that advantage of the cover over there in garage. And garage is compromised. Twitch being very careful not to get rushed on the bottom. There is an attacker roaming on the bottom. Who is that? Jaeger. But having to fall back, realizing he doesn't have the angles to go up that ladder safely. Now has to rotate all the way back around, so the site is effectively only being guarded by 3 defenders. But Bandit gets that nice kill in a tough situation, which leaves Twitch all alone in the garage. And they do know that she's there. If the defending team realizes that he's there, they can just play time. Ooh. Good lean, good reaction time. Suspecting someone's in the hallway, not knowing if someone's in the hallway. Writing it off. Tommy coming in with some very clutch awareness, but with some drones from the allies to help out. Tommy is not aware of that enemy there quite yet. Well, now he is. Make sure to open the connector. I don't know where Maestro has rotated to, or as to why he has rotated.
15 seconds to go.
Oh, this might be the one to end it.
Seconds remaining.
Maestro holding in
5
bathroom.
seconds to go. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Is it gonna cross? A plant is occurring, forcing Maestro out of his hiding spot to play on time. But I think Maestro may have the upper hand on this one.
Defenders have located the diffuser.
Twitch was waiting for a push from stairs and not connector. A well played round by both sides.
Defenders have disabled the bomb diffuser. Bomb defusing attempt failed. Defenders win.
Yeah, good round indeed. For some people who may not know what the MEXT play, his intent there was, as Maestro, was to run away and try and win on time, with the idea that Twitch wouldn't have time to plant the bomb safely and or not actually have possession of the diffuser at all. Which is actually a very smart play. There's nothing wrong with playing time on the clock. Defenders now switching to having a Legion and a Gallo and a Cade. Cade to replace the Bandit. I'm supposing it's for the more of a power punch with the firepower. Goyo for more shields to play prevent to help with time. And they're still keeping the Jaeger and the Maestro.
Locate and defuse bombs.
This time they've chosen basement as opposed to cache, trying to mix up their tactics here and their choices. Not letting the attackers just be able to repeat their same success. Successfully reinforce the hatch above kitchen. Successfully reinforce the hatch against the small room next to the dining room.
Attackers have located a bomb. 10 seconds left.
And tunnel has successfully been electrified and
5 seconds
reinforced.
remaining. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Now spotting garage site Legion, making sure there's no one that can just sneak up on them without running into a trap on blue stairs. No default cams giving away any placement of the attackers. Oh, except right now they know that at least half of them are rotating, more than 3 of them are rotating towards tunnel side. Wonder how this is going to play out. Considering on this map, Maestro has Maestro has a very good advantage where he can place one of his Evil Eye cams in blue on top of the radiators and having a good viewpoint of both entry points. But instead, he puts them very well on site to help play a prevent on a diffuse. Also very smart. Thermite first working on that hatch and bar. Ash making sure there's nobody roaming, nobody on the rotation scale. And Kane being very smart to reinforce that kitchen hatch with a Cade. Right now, attackers are just trying to make sure they know where all the traps are and the utilities are before they try and make a push, because they know that's going to slow them down the moment they put themselves in a cruddy situation. Thermite waiting for a play for another possible Cade electric. It's not going to happen. Thermite's going to get his next one off. Aw. Cade barely escaping Thatcher's sights on that kitchen hatch. And the first kill already done by Legion. Oh, that rush was a very strange trade, very risky. Thermite getting picked off from blue, rotation hole in blue. Nice move, nice shot by Legion. Down to just one attacker with 4 defenders and a full gadget set.
15 seconds left.
Thatcher under a lot of pressure here.
10 seconds to go.
Gets the kill off on the Cade, but again, no problem playing with time and holding those angles.
5 seconds left.
Legion keeping his cool, maintaining his angles. Helps clutch the round for the team. These rounds are going by fast. You only get so many opportunities to rebound or try and re-strategize an angle that you're going to push. It is a lot of pressure from normal online play. Even if you were to do unranked, there's still time to bounce around and choose a completely different path. But with the way this timer is, the moment you get a breach somewhere, the moment you start to get somewhat of an angle on, that eventually has to be the place you're going to push, because you only have 30 seconds, 40 seconds to try and make something happen, and then you're hallway fighting, doorway
Attackers
fighting.
need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Oh, I made a mistake earlier. I realized they can't play cash because they actually won that round. That round was just so close that I completely forgot that they had won it. It'll be interesting with people doing castle play,
10 seconds left.
like Castle is doing here, how he's going to get a little bit of an increase of his utilities in the next patch after the test server.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and
Prone rotation holes through the wall into gym, and a rotation hole from kitchen into hallway. We'll call it beer hallway because there's beer racks hidden over there. Ash now playing aggressive. Usually Ash was waiting with her other breachers. Thermite rotating to the opposite wall that is electrified by a bandit. But there is no
a bomb has been located.
Thatcher on their team to help get rid of these bandits. Oh, is the bandit trick? A good fake up by Thermite on that bandit trick. What is Ash doing now? Okay, Ash is already in CCTV. Noticing there's a rotation, there's multiple ways she could be shot from before she tries to actually initiate that push. Even duel right here. Who's gonna peek first? Jaeger already gets the better. Good C4 play by Valkyrie. That takes care of that flank. Now the attackers can only attack from the outside. Sophia has good control of that window. Notices Maestro trying to do the prone play. 2-3, you still have a minute and 15 seconds. There's still a good amount of time for them to decide what they want to do. Sophia trying to cause some confusion by opening up that window. Sophia hears Valkyrie, but isn't so sure how to go about attacking her. Thermite sets off the second Thermite and is now trying to get intel for Sophia. Valkyrie's making a move. At least I thought she was. Still just trying to watch her flanks. Maestro making sure no one's coming upstairs, trying to sneak up from behind them. This stalemate. The defenders have successfully caused 50 minutes to be shaved off the clock just by holding their angles. Sophia tried to come around with that push. Thermite coming out with that clutch 3v1 after losing the support from Sophia. Very good recoil control, very good poise under that pressure. Preventing a 3-0 deficit right in this first meeting between these two teams. Now looking to play an Ella and a Smoke, Maestro, Wamai, Bandit as defenders. Oh, switching from Ella to Jaeger. Smoke will be good for playing Tondo to help shave some time off of the clock. Playing Cash, CCTV, Thatcher, Twitch, anti-utility to help deal with those reinforced walls if possible.
And defuse as many bombs as they can.
Regular rotations, regular reinforcements being made underway. Bandit making the... For those of you who don't know who are watching this, those holes that Bandit is making in that wall are what allow the Bandit trick to happen. If you don't breach any of that soft wall before you put up a reinforcement, your Bandit tricking won't work at all. That was something I had to learn the hard way after playing with some guys that I had been playing with for over a year. Needless to say, I felt stupid.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Similar setup to the previous team when they were defending CCTV. Difference was they didn't have a smoke. So that's the main operative that's different from the opening round of this scrimmage. Cash giving an interesting... Whoa! Let's get down in the face value to see what's happening there.
Zone activated.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Jaeger being the only one down to here to answer for that low-level push.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Taking of the whole first floor to secure a chance at a rotation happening. A reason for rotating down to this part of base, not 100% sure, but I guess they're trying to get a rotation onto blue stairs and then eventually to garage. An unorthodox tactic. It makes the defenders who don't have cams on them have to guess what angle they're going to be pushing from. Jaeger heals the barbed wire being hit. Lets his team know that he's encountered some guys over there. The entire defending squad starts to rotate. Maestro still holding that angle in bedroom. Oh, and Jaeger goes down right on that cash wall.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Maestro about to get rushed by Ash. Pulls off that kill. Now there's only one attacker left. It's IQ. Maestro's head is going to be seen first before she's going to be able to see that IQ, given the cam placement on these bodies. He knows that. He's staying back. IQ's trying to etch her way over, hitting a known camp spot in base. This may give ample time for another defender to flank. No, they take it. They maintain their spot. Smoke playing the prevent for a time, 40 seconds. By the time that smoke ends and he throws his last smoke, that will be time, forcing IQ to have to push through the cache. Good move by Maestro. And a solid defensive play. Not over-aggressive, not trying to constantly peek and exposing your head just for the kill. Playing your angles and playing the time on the clock, because eventually that IQ is going to come to you if you have all the angles and time is running out. Very smart play. Cade, Gaio, Maestro, Legion, Clash being the different operative, and now a last minute switch to Jaeger. Ash, Sophia, Thatcher, Thermite, IQ.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
My evil eye ready to kill some zombies.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Alright, the site is located. Let's see if that changes some spawn points.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
A spawn of construction, but no one is actually going to be pushing that construction tunnel at this moment.
A bomb has been located.
Thatcher and Thermite, however, look like they may be trying to rotate two tunnels to be the ones to put the pressure on tunnel. Sophia continues gathering detail while Ash has already pushed into pool room and bar, looking to clear out and search the first floor. Cade double checking on his walls to make sure they haven't been thatched yet. Though the defender that is right outside the tunnels is Sophia and Thatcher. Thatcher's more interested in working on the play into kitchen. Cade realizes this. Does he have a second Cade to give? No, just a C4. Did not get the Thatcher on that one. Cade holding down on side while angers are being put down on him. Ash still checking the first floor, now working her way towards blue stairs. Where last time there was basement, Legion was holding. And Legion is still holding, with the Gaio mine there to help in case there's a rush.
Scanning for devices and traps.
And these defenders are staying in place, not moving their feet around so much, not trying to give away their position. Ash knowing someone most likely isn't connected, but not knowing where. Legion gets the first peek on Ash. Ash tries to counter. Ash is dueling. Ash decides to rotate, realizing she's at a disadvantage from that position. Fearsome fighting that entry hallway. Prone crawl gets countered by Sophia. Maestro anchoring behind bar. Goyo anchoring behind his shield, watching that drop. But the attackers have already dropped into the other objective. And Cade is done. They have this portion of the site. Diffusers being planted. Defenders do hear it, but they can't do anything about it. Because they have a down teammate. But he's being used as bait by the attackers. And the attackers have planted it. Now they get to play time. Smart rotation by Maestro. Is he going to keep that eye on the stairs, though? Oh, wow. I didn't even see the claymore. Oh, very clever. The two lasers were actually canceled out, going right into that wall, leaving that one laser to be exposed, which there's not much contrast in the color, so it's very easy to miss it when you're crossing that threshold. Good play by the attackers getting on the site. Now running with Nok, as I think I pronounced her name right. I like saying it like that way because it's fun. Someone want to send a letter to my office and tell me that's not the way to say it, that it's culturally insensitive for me to say Nok when it should be Nuke. That's fine. I'll take it.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
3-2 on the match count. Evenly matched. Nothing here is taken for granted. There's no big deficit really between the two play styles. Simply a matter of trading on those tight angles.
located by attackers. Seconds left before insertion.
Defenders going with their same setup.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Getting a last minute reinforcement on that kitchen hatch. Fully electrified. Now Jaeger needs to get to some cover before he gets prematurely pre-fired at. And actually decides he's going to hold kitchen. From the typical pushing location. And who might he get? Looking in there. Doesn't win that defender trade on that gamble on holding that angle. Very quick, efficient play by Thermite there and Thatcher. Cade not able to put his C4 on that hatch. Both hatches are immediately blown, almost consecutively within 10 seconds. Not clearing out the first floor, making her way towards blue. Unreinforced hatch in stockroom. Could prove to be at a disadvantage to the Legion guarding blue stairs. Ash already making her way in very tight. That Evil Eye is gone. That Goyo's just about to be gone. Goyo, you have to move. Goyo's burning up and killed by his own Goyo shield. Two to defenders.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Diffuser has been dropped in tunnel. That is not a good place to be. But the attackers come out with the win on that one. The Ash helped to really disrupt that defensive line in that whole setup. There was no dropping on hatches. They were forced to have to come out in regular ways, but they weren't ready for that tactical play by the Ash. That's the price you have to play with when you're playing as Goyo. Your shield can be used against you, especially if you try to use it as if you were Frost or Romai. A Vigil, Maestro, Jaeger, Echo, and a Smoke. Now as the tables have been turned, really playing for that time delay and prevent defense.
Wall secure!
Series now tied 3-3. Oh, Echo making a very awkward obstacle in that doorway. Now, is this Maestro going to do what I think he's going to do in terms of where he sets up his next Evil Eye?
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
I trust that Maestro knows what he's doing, holding on to that Evil Eye still. Jaeger looking to play from third floor to have eyes on that hatch above Blue's stairs. Very clever. Getting an early shot on the IQ from Kitchen. That is major. They've lost their utility scout. Intel gathering going on by defenders, trying to figure out what is the next better plan of attack. And Thermites. Oh no, his breaching charge was prevented. at such an awkward time. Now there's just a big tunnel rush, hoping they can get some other advantage on the angles by being the first ones to fire. And now they're bottlenecked in tunnel. This is very, very precarious position to be in. Echo has his yokai ready in case that tunnel push becomes something, but no, some defenders have realized we have to push another way. This isn't going to work fully. Oh no. Could Thatcher be exposed? Is he going to walk under that Jaeger hole? No, he's not. They're staying in stockroom for now. There is so much going on here and so much quick decision making. It's almost impossible for one person to keep up with this. Thatcher has been killed by Vigil, who quickly rotated to downstairs, got the double kill on that flank, leaving one attacker, Capitao, who is still in tunnel and a victim to this bottlenecking. Defenders, though, lining up and getting the kill in the end. A flawless round. 0 kills by the attackers. Oh, that's gotta sting. The series is only 4-3. Can't feel so bad about that. It's a close game. Attackers then again go for Thatcher Thermite, as you should. IQ for the intel. Capita this time, but Sophia to have a different style of a soft breacher. Defenders, Vigil, Maestro, Jaeger, Bandit, Smoke. Voyager staying with Thatcher? Yes, he is.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Maestro setting up that prone rotation to be able to see the feet rotating into Jim from bedroom. Realizing where the site is, the attackers are now just trying to save their drones, or at least put them in an advantageous position to be on standby. But Vigil's on the hunt.
Attackers have located a bomb.
For those of you who don't know, Vigil's ability actually allows him to detect when a drone is close to him. So those little particles that get excited around his screen, the higher the intensity, the closer a drone is to him. And if someone is on one of those drones that's near him, it'll hit the maximum irritation level. So Vigil is very good for hunting drones. It's not just Mozzie. Vigil guarding that first floor, looking to get some early door peeks on some rushers.
Lights out.
All attackers situating themselves on top of the roof and outside of the objective, gonna play the breaching charges, hoping they can beat Bandit on this bandit trick here.
A bomb has been located.
Good combo with the Sophia to assist Thatcher and Thermite on that defensive play. I mean, on that breaching play. First kill, and Bandit goes down. Maestro gets Thermite trying to make that peek. Diffuser is down in the line of sight of Maestro, and Maestro still defends the diffuser, putting the attackers in a very rough position of having angles, but now also having to put their lives at risk in order to simply pick up the diffuser. Very good angle choice. I wasn't even aware of that from Maestro's perspective. That's very dangerous. Oh, but now the duel behind the bulletproof bed. Not ready for that smoke. Be on the other side of that doorway.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
3-2. Visual is on very low health. Still watching diffuser. Is he going to be able to avenge his teammate? Nope, he holds back and he waits for the push. Sophia quickly gets off that grapple. Almost gets shot in the process. Wins in that trade-off. And now it's down to Sophia and Jaeger. Jaeger playing time, playing by his ears. Sophia having to actually watch 3 points of entry that could make her vulnerable. Sees the bullet holes, goes for the counter. Bandit runs. Waits for her to have to plant for him to expose himself.
5 seconds to go.
Doesn't fall for that fake plant. Now Sophia has to. And that's a good play by time by that Jaeger. Realizing that he is outgunned in terms of damage. But plays the time and he gets to have those extra 12 seconds to rotate and hide. Very smart play by CLOUT9 there. And these last 2 rounds, coming off a flawless round and then coming off this 1v1, now put them at 5-3 in the series. Defenders now host a Vigil, a Maestro, a Doc, a Bandit, and a Smoke. IQ, Capital, Thermite, Sophia, Thatcher for the attackers. Seems to be the signature setup. No specific deviations. Now time for cash and CCTV. Now on that main wall that faces the garage where the bandit tricking can occur, that drone hole is not very close, and actually there's an obstruction because of the doorway. So unlike the previous map near the beer crates, that drone hole is actually very much right next to where any of the bandit mines, the bandit batteries would have been, which would make it advantageous for Sophia to accompany Thatcher and Thermite. But in this case, it's going to be almost impossible, unless it comes from that west window where we see Bandit now, for Sophia to get a grenade shell in to kill the bandits that are already preset. Getting here for an overhead view, you have Smoke holding garage, doing a brief zone sweep. No deployable shield, and no rotation hole for garage. They are very confident that the attackers are just going to attack the reinforcement walls. You have Visual all the way downstairs already, making sure there's no rush from basement. Though there is a Capital sneaking down on first floor. They get that Thatcher off.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Defenders holding tight to their angles and their cover, only exposing themselves when they need to, realizing this is pretty much a fortress situation where you only peek when you feel it's necessary. You don't go out of your way to prevent that push on that angle. But Vigil was already ready, did that little run out there, and got the kill. Maestro and Vigil both now playing a prevent on garage. The attackers hoping they're just not going to get a run out. Double kill by Vigil there. Very well played.
Defender is approaching a kill zone. Attackers
Again, peeking and getting that kill. This recoil control is outstanding, leaving it down to just Thatcher on the attacking team. Thatcher in connector, but couldn't connect his bullets with his rate of fire on that Smoke and that hitbox. Very good round, very good defense, almost a flawless round. Ooh. Cloud9 really got a rhythm going on this one. MEXT needs to figure out what they're going to change. Because so far, these past 3 rounds have not been very favorable. They've been getting exposed by both flankers, and that time, a very keen and intelligent Vigil who was able to keep his cool, and we lose connection to server. Calm down. Oh, by the way, my name is Logan, if I didn't say. Hello. Greetings. I mainly play Rainbow Six Siege and World of Warships. Top streamers I follow are Follow Grubby, who plays Warcraft 3, Macy J, who does Siege, obviously, and Flambass, who does World of Warships and is currently doing a series of Alien Isolation. And it's very fun to watch people play that game because that game is scary as, I'm not going to curse, all crap. It is very scary to play, and it's fun watching people freak out.
Ready.
Again, let's get ready to rumble! Match point! I don't know if you guys know this, but I like to watch a lot of UFC. (6-3) match point. A fresh server. This should be good. Sophia, Capital, Thermite. I'm going to guess an IQ and a Thatcher for attackers. And a Buck. Interesting choice. Another soft breach. I hope they realize he doesn't have frags if they were planning on using the frags. Oh, and they switched to Sophia. 3 soft breachers. They're going hard. They're going to try and get to this objective as fast as possible, I think.
Attackers need to locate
Hopefully they're
and
not
defuse
reckless
as
in
many
doing
bombs
so.
as they can.
And it's basement, the one spot on this map that has multiple points of entry. So if you are going to be soft breaches, this is a good one to do it on. Defenders don't run with a Cade, so they're not going to be able to get those electrified hatches above kitchen and in storage room. Which I'm assuming is what the Buck and the Sophia were for, was to blast the floor surrounding the hatches. But that won't be necessary.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
They'll be
and
able to
defuse
save
it.
those utilities for when they push onto regular site. Jaeger going out, check windows, making sure there's no upper level push. He hears the footsteps, so he's letting his team know that they intend to push from the 3rd floor. Jaeger holding tight. First hatch on office is broken. Jaeger looking to play a delay while still being able to be alive. 3 in that office. Capital gets killed by friendly fire. Oh no.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Overexcited. And now there's another defender that's rotated up to come and help, and that's Vigil. Vigil looking to get the flank on stairs. Finally, Jaeger goes down, but not expecting the Vigil, not being able to hear him. Oh no. But and Buck is still holding off in there. That wasn't the attacker though. Wasn't ready for a full rotation of those defenders. But wait for MEXT to be aware of the predicament the teammate was in, and for Jaeger to buy time for his team to be able to come up and successfully rotate once they knew that the majority and then finally all of the team were trying to push from roof. I will say one of the kills wasn't Blues, if that makes them feel any better. Oh, a very, very close game, and then CLOUT9 just found their rhythm and played it so very strongly, so very well.
Good game.
Yeah, boys.
Dude, I
Good.
was in my